You are experiencing the Kathryn Dunn Show. With us this week, we have Matt Capazzi, Greg Gorman, and I'm Kathryn Dunn. Grey Guy is here, and so is Tucker. Thank you for choosing us over the sports. I'm sure there are people watching actively as we speak.
What sports?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sad I'm missing the halftime show, though.
It'll live on forever.
Yeah. I'll be able to see it eventually. All right. How are we this week?
I'm a little moody about the Super Bowl because I'm a Bills fan and I feel like the Bills got ripped off. So it's weird because I love football and it's usually fun to watch, but it's just disturbing that the Chiefs, the officials helped them out. Now they're in the Super Bowl, and I just don't. The game is kind of meaningless because of how the officials interfered.
Do you feel like other people feel this way?
Yeah, no, I think people are kind of wondering if less people will watch the Super Bowl this year because people are just kind of tired of the. People think that the officials are helping the Chiefs, and it definitely looked like that in the Bills Chiefs game.
Yeah, that is the conspiracy theory.
Is there one?
So. Yeah.
Ooh.
So you should be on board with this.
I am. I'm definitely on board with this. I do want the Eagles to win.
Yay.
They're stomping the Chiefs.
Good. That's what I predicted last week. Are you a Chiefs fan, Greg?
No, I'm a Eagles fan, but again, there's a whole half of football to play. The refs, they got some tricks up their sleeves.
Oh, so it looks like I picked the right team last week.
Yeah, again, the game's only half over.
But they're going to win because I said it.
Okay. Oh, all right.
They better.
Well, we'll see.
You're going to break the curse.
They better. There's a curse?
Well, not the curse, like the conspiracy.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope that the reason they're like not winning is because nobody wants to call it because everybody knows there's a conspiracy and now they can't. Yeah, you know how it is. It's a cycle. What?
No, just like it's the mind fuck element.
All right, now it's time for Are You Aware? And more importantly, Do You Care? With Greg Gorman.
Are you aware what's also going on right now is the Puppy Bowl?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Really? Elaine's watching it. She said
apparently there are actual rules to this thing. It's not just animals on TV for an hour or two.
But it also is. What are the rules?
You're
like, I didn't get that far.
Yes, I did not get that far.
We would like to remind the audience that we are making it up as we go.
Yeah, it may or may not be true. You heard it here first. Fact check on your own.
So, because they don't just let any dog in. They have to pass a skills test before they let them on to the gridiron.
Wow.
That loosely follows the gameplay of human football. But
oh my goodness.
But there are pun-heavy calls, including unnecessary roughness and interference.
Oh my goodness.
And it is, they have to drag a chew toy into the end zone. That's what counts as a touchdown. So they will be sticklers for that.
Oh my goodness. I didn't realize there were rules. I just thought it was dogs doing dog stuff, being cute.
There are rules. It's intense. Injuries all the time. Yeah.
No, there better not be.
No. Are you aware and do you care that Irv Gotti, the music producer and Murder Inc. co-founder, has passed away at 54?
I'm aware. I care. That's sad.
He's worked with
I wasn't aware.
Ashanti, Ja Rule, and Jennifer Lopez. So aware. Sad to hear. Let's see. Animal. Okay. Are you aware and do you care? I bet this story is not true or in some way, but anyway, a high school teacher reportedly identifies as a cat, licks hands, and hisses at their students.
I want to be
Okay,
that
then.
teacher. Not the licking part, but the hissing part.
Wow.
And reportedly, so since if the article itself says reportedly, then that's probably not true. But anyway, the teacher has asked the students to call her Miss Purr.
Aw, I should change my name
Huh.
to Miss Kitty.
But what's a cat pun that begins with D?
Declawed? I don't know. What is a good cat pun that begins with D?
I don't know.
D's Yums?
Why do you ask?
Because I'm Miss
Well,
D.
Yeah, Catherine's Miss D to her students.
Oh,
So if she wants a cat nickname because Miss Purr is taken.
Yeah.
hmm.
Can't take another teacher's name.
Are you aware and do you care that a
Oh,
woman
wait a second. What about Kathryn?
I mean, nobody knows my first name. They only know me as Miss D.
Oh, okay.
So we're trying to find a D. But
yeah,
like
you're right,
cat.
though, Matt. That actually, yeah, that would be pretty. It was right in front of us this whole time. He's been
You're
a
a
cat
cat,
this whole
aren't
time.
you?
I am, meow.
It's a pet reveal.
Yeah.
Are you aware and do you care that a woman hit a man over the head with a drink pitcher during a fight over the microphone at a Queens karaoke bar?
Wow.
Bull thinks he saw that person at CVS. I don't know if it's true, but I thought I'd share that.
Pre or post arrest?
Post arrest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
Were they fighting in the CVS? Were they hitting someone on the head?
No, that's why I don't think it could possibly be them, because once a fighter, always a fighter.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think you fight all the time.
That could turn out to be their that could turn out to be their social media thing.
Yeah,
They walk around and they hit people with pictures,
Let's hope not, because that could totally become a thing.
Go to karaoke, just starting fights.
Yeah, there are those people. Those people exist.
That's instant followers right there.
Sadly, you're right.
All right. And finally, are you aware and do you care that Kanye West and Bianca Censori were escorted out of the Grammys by the police after their shocking outfits?
I saw that, and I have to say that his wife looks an awful lot like Kim Kardashian. I think that Kanye might be obsessed and he hasn't moved on because she looks like, Kim 2.0.
And a lot of the poses that he has her in are poses that he had Kim do for different things. A lot of the outfits are outfits that Kim already wore.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, it's definitely weird.
Maybe he just has a type.
Maybe. But maybe he's also crazy.
Those could both be true, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for Are You Aware and Do You Care?
All right, now it's time for Are You Out of Your Fucking Mind? The segment where we ask, are you out of your fucking mind?
So I've been taking my cat to a specialist, and I appreciate how they've helped my cat, but I still think that the people there are a little crazy. I was waiting for the doctor, and the doctor comes in, and she's like, "This is a follow-up visit," and she says, "Have I met you before?
Oh my!
You look familiar. Have I seen you before?"
Wow.
And yeah, so it turns out that she walked into the wrong room. She looked at her papers and she was just like, "Oh, wait." And she figured out like, "Oh, I should be in another room." But I don't know, just like the people there, I don't know what it is, but they're just like a little jumpy and crazy. So it's been but I do have some good news to talk about regarding Mitzi later on in the program, so stay tuned.
Yay.
Yay.
Are they out of their freaking mind? There's
Uh,
go on.
You go, oh, yeah, you're a Mexican restaurant and you have chips and salsa, and you ask for the chips and salsa, and they bring you the chips and salsa, but the chips the chips is like a tiny little plate, maybe not even like this big, and like the salsa is like a ramekin of salsa verde, and they charge you like $5 for it, and they give you free refills on the chips, but again, it's like maybe not even this big bowl of chips. It wasn't even a bowl. It was a plate of chips. Maybe that's the best way to describe it. They gave us a small plate of chips.
Where?
In Williamsburg.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, it's the most like parody of like a Williamsburg Mexican restaurant.
Was it just Mexican or was it other things?
Just Mexican.
Okay.
It was food. All the food was really good, but like incredibly expensive for what it was. But again, just a little tiny baby bowl of not even bowl, a little tiny dish, saucer plate of chips.
A small plate of chips.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe they were running low. Who knows?
Just for us, yeah.
Yep. Was this Lex?
Yeah.
Yeah. You are a teacher and you blow a stop sign. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Was that you?
Oh.
No, it wasn't me. It was this other teacher. Eyebrows. I can't stand her. Because she blows stop signs on her way to the parking lot.
Well, she must be popular with the stop signs then. I'll show myself out.
Anything else?
Oh yeah. There's an agency in the government that protects consumers from financial fraud. It was created after 2008, after that subprime loan thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a new head of that agency, and he effectively made it inactive. So I'm kind of concerned that, like, I think that agency was a good thing. I think they helped out consumers, and they would prevent like another financial crisis from happening. So I'm asking, is he out of his freaking mind?
Is it the FDIC or something else?
Something else. I think the Consumer Protection Bureau is what it's called, I think.
Yeah, I think so. It's Voight. His name is Voight. Russell Voight is the head of it.
I would trust John Voight more.
Yeah.
Which John Voight? Like Midnight Cowboy John Voight?
Yep. All of the Voights. All of the John Voights. Even Bad Dad John Voight.
Bad Dad John Voight.
Like, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot I would trust more than anything that Trump has happened.
Oh, it's the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
Yeah.
We're not protected anymore.
That's not good. Nothing's good.
Oh.
Does that mean we need to keep cash on hand?
We need to be a bank to get protection now. They'll be on the bank side, not our side. So we got to start a bank, guys.
All right, let's start a bank. All right.
Also, Donald Trump is alienating political leaders around the world with tariffs, but he's openly cooperating with a mass murderer, war criminal, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Is he out of his freaking mind?
Yes, he is. Let me answer that right now. Everything about him is crazy. There's nothing sane about this. It's going to be a long 4 years. It's just started. It just started.
It's weird. It really just feels like he's going for instability. He's going after structures, and it's just bizarre. I'm glad that they stopped Elon Musk so that they can actually figure out what the heck is going on, because there was just like a lot of stuff happening really fast.
Yep. Anything else? No. All right. They're a lot of out of their freaking minds. Uplifting animal news. Let's cleanse our palate. Matt Capazzi.
All right. Well, I guess Mitzi's thing would be for Tattletales.
Yes.
All right. So, yes, the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, but hark, we have some uplifting animal news. Um, Let me see. Uh, Beavers always know best. Hey, did you know that when a long planned infrastructure project in the Czech Republic hit a snag, beavers took the reins? Beavers have no regard for human laws. So even if they've known that the construction of a dam in the nation's Bertie region had stalled due to permitting complications, they wouldn't have cared.
Aww.
According to Radio Prague International, environmentalists had planned a dam in an area where, years ago, the military had built a drainage system. The new dam was intended to stop the drainage and create a wetland to revitalize the local ecosystem. The project had been in the planning stages for 7 years and was slated to cost about $1 million. But as officials hashed out the details of securing the necessary permits, a local beaver colony took matters into its own paws, building a natural dam in the perfect location to create a thriving wetland for free. So that's uplifting news.
Yes, it is.
That's sad. All right.
Sad.
Yeah. Okay. And that's just a picture. Okay. So a tiger and a boar were rescued from a well in India. An unlikely pair of a tiger and a boar were rescued from a well in central India on Tuesday. Officials said the boar was being chased by the tiger when they both fell into the water. The animals were safely rescued by forest officials. So that's good news.
I hope they were rescued and put in different places so the boar is still okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yay! Thank you, Matt Capazzi. I'm so curious what the
Sure.
sad stuff was. But now it's time for Tattletales, where we all talk shit about our pets.
So, Mitzi, I got some good news from the specialist. Mitzi has been taking medication for about the last 2 months, and Mitzi has two heart conditions. One of her conditions is that it's enlarged, and the other condition is that she has blockage in one of her arteries. So, got some good news.
Yep.
The blockage in her artery has gone way down.
Yay!
It's practically gone. So the next time I visit, it'll probably be all good. So that's great news.
That is great news. How are her kidneys doing?
I'm gonna actually. She has a blood test in March, so I'll find out about that. But yeah, Mitzi has stage 2 kidney disease, and I switched her over to Hill's Science Diet, KD. So hopefully in March, I don't know if you can reverse kidney disease, but I don't know. Maybe it's slowed down, or we'll see.
Hopefully. All right, that's good news.
How's Tony?
Well, today I found one of her secret hiding places. Yeah. She was very like, oh, what are you doing here? So
Was there a Batmobile and a bat suit?
A Catmobile and a cat suit, yes.
And a crime computer?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I'm her Alfred.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Does Tony have a pole?
She does the Cattusi. Yep.
But what do you mean a hiding? Like there's a place in your apartment that you're unfamiliar with, or
Yeah. Yeah. I was cleaning today and I found her sitting on some things that I had not seen her sit. Like it was just so it was like what should I call it? Like it's supposed to be like this and you have stuff in it. Instead it was like this and then she was sitting on the stuff in it. A drawer. Like a drawer that wasn't where it should be.
oh, I'm picturing that this
Hmm.
is something like the end of Shawshank Redemption, where it's like your apartment has some sort of like hidden passage somewhere.
There is one right under this desk that she uses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's her little hiding spot. Oh, and I found a piece of the vacuum in her hiding spot.
Wow.
So yeah, so she's a little brat girl.
Is she afraid of the vacuum? Like, was this like revenge?
I don't think. Yes,
That
probably.
makes a lot of sense.
Cats are
It's a
afraid
little
of vacuums.
sabotage.
Yeah.
like meow meow. You can't function without this.
Meow, meow, meow,
Meow, meow, meow,
meow,
meow,
meow.
meow.
Wow. Tony's a smart cat.
She is a genius. She learned how to be a genius from Trixie. Trixie was an absolute genius. Undeniable genius. What is that? I don't know. What about you, Greg? What kind of animal would you have this week?
Yeah, no, I got nothing. Not even a funny response to that.
Wow.
Good old. My neighbors were pets enough, distractions enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's time for.
Ooh, that reminds me.
And the word to get started is avoidance.
Avoidance makes me think of my life.
Life reminds me of breathing.
Breathing reminds me of the time I was on a boat and I didn't wait for my swimmies to get filled and I just jumped into the water in the middle of an ocean. Or the sea, whatever.
Ocean makes me think of fishing.
Fishing makes me... Go on.
Fishing reminds me of bass.
Fishing reminds me of the time I went fishing way before I was a vegetarian or vegan, and the thing of fish, the like holder of
Bait?
fish. No,
Oh,
the
the
thing.
box.
Yeah, the box that you put them in got disconnected from the boat, and it made me so sad. These poor fish just in there, no way out. And I caught the first fish. It was a flounder.
Flounder makes me think of the Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid makes me think of how badly I want a Little Mermaid style bikini. You know, like purple seashell top and green sparkly bottom.
Bottom reminds me of depression.
Depression reminds me that I haven't been as depressed as I was when I was super depressed some number of years ago, and that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Reminds me of the snow we had today.
The snow we had today reminds me that I built an igloo many, many years ago with a friend of mine, and it was a lot of fun.
Igloo reminds me of snow days.
Snow days reminds me of the last... No, it actually reminds me of something cooler. There was a day at school when I was in study hall and there were people outside the window sort of like using lunch trays to snowboard. And I decided to go out. So I was like, can I go to the bathroom? And then I wound up outside snowboarding on a lunch tray.
Cool.
Which now that I'm a teacher, I would be so mad at me.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
were a
God.
student when this happened, right?
Yes, I was the student when this happened.
It'd be funnier if you were a teacher and this happened.
I know, and I was just like,
uh,
excuse me.
class, you need to do the assignment on page 34. I'm gonna talk to the principal about something real quick.
Yep. And for the record, that reminds me. And for the record, avoidance was inspired by you, Greg.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, I certainly ring the bell with me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just calling you out.
Mhm.
All right. Good.
Really spoke to me.
Yeah. I'm glad because that's who it was
He's
for.
a changed man.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I doubt it. Greg, are you a changed man? I was expecting
No,
a
I
fast
don't
no.
think if the character arc of my life that this reminds me game was the big
The
change.
pinnacle?
Yeah.
No.
The
I didn't think so. I was expecting a much faster no, but you avoided answering for a minute
yeah.
because
I'm also hearing
That was avoid.
neighbors
That was
yelling.
avoidance.
I don't know if that's a good for the Eagles yell or a bad for the Eagles yell or a good for his wife yell or a bad for his wife.
you heard no.
I heard. I'm hearing yelling. I don't know how to interpret it.
Oh,
honestly.
okay. Put your head to the ground like
It's-
you
it's
do.
Still 20, it's still 24-0 Eagles.
Ooh,
Okay,
goody
good.
goody. Man,
Mm.
I wish I put money on this game. Although I don't know how to bet.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's time for
What now?
where we settle a completely random couple's gripes and it's anonymous and there's no right or wrong, but we want you to settle it. Who's right, who's wrong? So strange. I heard like a vacuum. All right, Greg, you've got the bag.
Oh, I got the bag. Okay. Okay. Dear Kathryn Dunn show. I think my upstairs neighbor puts his ear to his floor and listens to us while we're fighting. I'm not that I want to say that our fighting isn't loud or anything like that, but do you think this upstairs neighbor should really do that? Should we maybe talk to him about this? P.S. Go Eagles.
I think there's no real way of knowing if your neighbor is listening to you, but if he
Yeah.
is, that sounds pretty creepy.
I think maybe the upstairs neighbor should get his TV connected so that he has actual entertainment instead of his neighbors.
No,
Mm.
that's a good idea. I also think
Wow.
the upstairs neighbor should get something that magnifies sound so that he doesn't have to put his ear to the ground, but that he could just
I
put a
think you'd rather
device.
something that minimized sound, so you wouldn't have to hear just the sort of general rumbles and yellings all the time, and be concerned like, is this like serious yelling?
Mm.
So what you're saying is this upstairs neighbor probably needs like an earmuff of sorts that works. Or like
I think this upstairs neighbor needs like an influx of cash to somehow be able to afford to live somewhere quieter.
how come you don't like houses?
I mean, if I could find a house for I think, if this neighbor could find a house for the price of what they pay for their apartment, yeah.
Then-
There's a
then
lot
it
of
would be
info on this in this email that I didn't share for the sake of
Time.
question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the letter writer included like their LinkedIn page, bank account, etc. So I have all this information about
You know what they do, how much they make, how much they've saved,
Mm-hmm.
whether they could put a down
It's
payment
almost
on
like
anything.
you're talking about yourself. I mean, it's incredible.
Almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would think that, but I just know this letter writer so well.
Yeah.
Wow.
From the
You-
handwriting.
You can tell. Yeah, you can tell a lot from the handwriting.
Yeah.
You can tell,
Mhm.
all those little details.
Yeah.
I think we've got time for one more. Matt, have you got the bag? Yes, you do.
Yeah. All right. So, my name is Wiley Coyote, and there is a roadrunner that lives in the same desert as me. And we have been battling for literally decades. We just haven't gotten along. So I was thinking of inviting the Roadrunner to have coffee to see if maybe we have some things in common. We actually don't talk. That's part of the problem. It's a lot of, you know, nonverbal communication. So we would have to write things down. But I just wanted to know if you thought it was a good idea for me to invite Roadrunner to a Starbucks.
I love this idea. Although it should be anonymous. We shouldn't know that it's Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, but here we are. I definitely think that would be a great idea, especially since they don't talk.
Mm.
Like
Well, I
maybe
think the Roadrunner has go me meet me meet me meet me meet me meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's Morse code.
Yeah, but the Roadrunner always writes the signs and Wile E. Coyote writes some signs too. So
That's true,
Yeah,
right.
I mean they can write.
yeah.
So they just need pen and paper.
Yeah. Coyote could sign "I want to eat you," and Roadrunner says no.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
sweet. Poor Roadrunner. All right, that was the settles it. Boop, boop, boop. Now, let's talk about what we've worked all week on.
Oh, right. So, 3 roommates. No. 2 people live together, and one of them has to go upstairs to borrow some ice. And the door is open, and they notice that the person is on the floor with their ear to the floor.
I'm so sick of fighting you. You do it.
Fine.
I'm so tired of this.
Fine.
I'm so tired of this. I'm moving out. No, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm done with you.
Okay, well, in order for us to have an argument, we need to drink iced tea, and we're out of ice. So I think I'm going to go upstairs and ask our neighbor for some ice.
Of course you would. Do it.
Oh, look, the door is slightly ajar. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? What are you spying on us?
Oh, me? No. I was doing yoga.
Yoga, sure. Oh, this is fantastic. Now I have someone else to argue with. I'm sick of you. I just met you and I'm sick of you. I can't handle this anymore. I've only known you for 30 seconds and I already can't stand you.
Well, you can't hate me. I also love the
No.
Eagles.
Oh, this is fantastic. You got to come downstairs with me and the 3 of us can argue because I argue already with my roommate. Come on downstairs.
Oh, great. I assumed you broke your TV from that noise. Okay.
And this way, you don't have to, crawl on the ground to listen. You could be right there. You can experience it.
Wow, thanks.
Hey, honey, this is the neighbor upstairs, and we can argue with him because he was actually spying on us.
Well, I was listening to the whole thing, and I'm pretty sure you called me your roommate.
Oh, yeah, you've been demoted. That's how annoying you are. That's
You're
how little I can
annoying.
stand you. No. And our upstairs neighbor, he's annoying too.
Well, he's very good looking, actually.
Oh, well, thank you. I moisturize, comb my hair, get it cut every so often, and
Oh, I get it. No, I understand what's happening. Okay, I'll pack my suitcases. I'll get out of the way. I'll leave.
Just like that?
Honey, we argue all the time. You need this. You need a change, okay?
Wow.
he left pretty quietly.
I know, which is weird for a loudmouth.
Seriously.
Wow.
Wow.
He's really gone.
Wow. So, I never heard you guys having sex, so I guess was that part of the problem?
Yeah, we never have sex. Mostly because we fight too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going back upstairs.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well, bye.
I knew it. I freaking knew it. The guy's a deadbeat. The guy would leave. I just knew it. I can tell. I can tell. I could tell by his handwriting.
You're back.
I am, because I knew that guy was no good for you, but I just wanted you to find out for yourself.
Wow. Thanks.
And scene.
That was beautiful.
Best work yet.
Yeah. So real.
Dripped
Yep.
from the headlines.
All right.
On this day in history, nothing was solved.
With Matt Capazzi.
On this day in 1964, the Beatles made their first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show live from New York. About 74 million people saw it, and nothing was solved.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I remember listening to something about one of the other acts who was on Ed Sullivan's show that night. It was like a comedy duo, like husband and wife comedy duo. And how like the show it was like the Beatles are first, then like other acts in that comedy duo, then the Beatles again. So basically everyone in the audience was there to see the Beatles, and basically like to this that's comedy duo like, get off the stage.
Wow.
So I think like you could probably say that like, I don't know, like either. So I'm just thinking about like mania and like crazy fans. So I guess it would have been Elvis, and then the Beatles, and then like up until today you have Taylor Swift. Does that sound right?
Yeah. I think she gets that same level of fandom.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, her fans are religious.
They are. They really are. And then every little thing she does is news.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything is
Yeah.
a clue to something.
Yeah. Apparently she got booed at the Super Bowl just now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
What for?
watch out. Super Bowl just for being there. Just for the camera
Wow.
being on there.
Is she the reason they're losing?
I mean,
I doubt it.
was she the reason they won last year?
Obviously.
Mhm.
I can't believe that. That's so bizarre that the Chiefs are getting shut out.
What does that mean?
That they have no points.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't let the Chiefs into the stadium, but they started the game without them. The Eagles like, man, we're getting so many touchdowns. Oh, we're just crushing it. The Chiefs are pounding on the doors. Let us in, guys.
We want to play.
We want to play football. Taylor, let us in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what shutout means. I know sports.
Like they got let out of the stadium. like yeah, Chiefs. The way to the field's this way. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote set up a sign to deter them.
He like
Yeah.
painted the wall like they do, and they just walked into the wall.
Yep.
That Roadrunners and Eagles fan.
Probably.
Yeah. Wile E. Coyote
bird,
changed
the
the highway
Eagles
sign or
birds.
something.
That's what it is.
Yep. All right, we
Oh.
figured it out here. This has been the Kathryn Dunn Show. You've been amazing. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Matt. And thank you, Tucker. And thank you, Gray Guy. All right.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.